Well, we're back here live at Cadet Memorial Stadium. Frank Rossi, James Baker coming to join me momentarily as Merchant Marine Academy leads this game 28-0. Kind of unbelievable fashion. 4 different touchdown scorers in this game in terms of the 3 rushers and the 1 receiver that got the touchdown, and that was Towson Smith with the 45-yard touchdown reception. Off the top of my head here, folks, as I did get my notes ready for this, but we want to get on the air for you in time. Kiernan, McGovern, and I'm forgetting somebody also. We'll get you the full listing in a moment once JB joins me here as we go to halftime. Out-of-town scores are interesting too, and I want to go over those briefly, as Springfield seems to be highly dominating that Catholic team that, you know, seeing the score probably didn't exactly help their mood today, and it's getting harder instead of easier as the day goes along for them. So we'll see as we get JB here. Into our mix, what he's got for us in terms of out-of-town scores. JB, looked like Springfield is absolutely dominating Catholic as they were heading to their halftime. What's it look like now?
Yeah, it was 28-7 at the half. It's been pretty much what you'd expect with the Pride. They're just grinding the ball, running pretty much at will, and looking like it's kind of a slam dunk situation for them to end up in back camps. It's funny, I've got 3 games on right now. I'm seeing you up on my big screen over here. It's snowing in Cortland. The Red Dragons are winning 14-6 over Ithaca. Ithaca has the ball now on offense and trying to get something going to start the second half. I got Union RPI over there. The Engineers scored a 35-yard, kind of a lucky break touchdown right before the half. Otherwise, it was kind of rain and punting going on in Schenectady. But kind of a crazy day. There's so many different games going on. I saw Lake Forest won the first quarter, so your Midwestern champs are the Foresters. Endicott has a pretty comfortable lead on Nichols right now, 20-3, so they're looking like they're in good shape in PCC.
That lacrosse O'Clair game looks very interesting in terms of lacrosse being up only 17-14 midway through the second quarter. I mean, folks in the full seat bubble really need to watch that score. If O'Clair pulls this out, it opens up a slot for all intents and purposes. Maybe Bethel gets that spot. You can't be sure, but at least we wouldn't have both lacrosse and Bethel getting a spot if that were to happen, or if St. John's were to lose St. John's and lacrosse in that situation.
Yeah. Well, the other big game, we talked about a little bit in the ECFC is the AMCAPs are up 10-0 over Student Maritime, so they look like they can punch their own ticket today too. There's, so far so good for a lot of the favorites anyway that we sort of predicted. I haven't checked on some other scores here.
Carnegie Mellon up 7-0 on Case Western Reserve is an important game as well. Start the second quarter is what it says here. Let's see if the live stats have anything further on that in a second moment. But you've been watching this one on and off, and that's it's been an interesting game to say the least. But not on the scoreboard. It's just the emotion and the feeling here as Coach Stute and company are taking a 2 Coast Guard, and Coach Stute telling his team keep their foot on the gas. They tried to go in a score with the last possession, but they tried to spike the ball with no timeouts left to fumble the ball, and so they had to try to run a play, and they ran the rest of the clock out. So that's why it stayed 28-0. What's your impressions of this first half by Merchant Marine Academy?
What was that?
What's your impressions of the first half by Merchant Marine?
I mean, kind of like we thought. I mean, the offense really, kind of was chugging right along there. I mean, Blankenship has played a pretty flawless game. You had the rushing, score. I think, he had that beautiful pass to put them up 21-0. Armitage has done a decent job as a quarterback for Coast Guard. They just can't really, get things rolling here. And they turned the ball over a couple times, which hasn't helped them. So, yeah, it's going to be an uphill battle for the Bears in the second half.
Case Western Reserve has scored against Carnegie Mellon. Yep. It's now 7-6 according to what I'm looking at in the second quarter. So that game far from over. We said that would be a challenge in the past, that game. It's turning out to be such. You know, JB, we got a minute or two here. We got some leads from Merchant Marine Academy here. Guys, say hi. Say hi to live, Facebook Live.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, Facebook Live. Football. Yeah. Football.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Say hi, everyone.
Yeah, all right. Thanks for your service, guys. You're awesome.
Thank you for your service, guys. We're going to work some Marine Dishonor up 28-0 here at halftime. And nonetheless,
Hey, guess what?
What's up?
Hey, guess Ithaca just scored to make it a 1-point game in Cortica. It's now 14-13 Portland with about 9:17 left in the third quarter.
I thought it's going to be an interesting finish. You know it is. It's Cortica. It always is.
Always is, yeah.
So, JB, second half of your Merchant Marine, how do you handle? I know you got a little reception issue there on your end.
Yeah, you got a little froze up there. You were sort of like going.
What would you do if you're Merchant Marine in the second half is the question.
Burn the clock. Just, Jameson Kroll, 101, running the ball, burn the clock, move the chains, just keep the foot on the pedal and start polishing that Secretaries Cup for the handoff to 2.
Let me ask you a question. If Merchant Marine scores one more time, a touchdown, particularly, is this game over?
Didn't quite catch that one.
If Merchant Marine scores a touchdown, is this game over?
Oh, yeah. Yes, for sure. The Bears haven't scored no more than, I think, 20-something points this whole season. I think they scored 33 back in September. And the way the Merchant Marine defense is playing, I think a touchdown wins it.
So out-of-town scores look like they are to be watched further. Hey, thanks to CFP for the repeat, by the way, from earlier that just came across. But out-of-town scores to watch for really right now. Union RPI still a close game. Cortica a close game now. Carnegie Mellon versus Case Western Reserve a close game. Lacrosse Eau Claire, an important game for Full Steam. We've got a lot still on the table here. And let's see if you like Coach Tuke's comments to me getting into the locker room. At halftime, I asked him how he felt about the first half. He said, we're winning. That was it. A little upset about that. Tuke. The last drive was not his favorite. Vintage Tuke is indeed right. You can see Merchant Marine Army is coming out. And you can hear the plebes getting excited about that fact. Folks, again, we'll have post-game interviews for you either later tonight or tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. Back to ESPN Trees coverage for everybody. Enjoy it. We'll talk to you soon.